Okay, students, welcome, welcome. Here we are. Today we're going to talk about the news. There's a lot that's been happening in the news lately. Okay, we have already spoken about our hobbies just before this class today. So we're going to get straight into the topic. This is actually going to be a real news article from Australia, but actually it's made for children. So the writing is a little bit more simple for you. Okay, the topic is recession. Okay, recession. So who would like to read to the class and tell me about recession? What does it mean? Mohammed Sharas, can you read this, please?
I will read.
Yes, what does it say for recession? A period?
Yes, recession, a period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced.
Great. Okay, so that means it's a small amount of time in the world where everything is reduced. So the money and the activities, the trade is all reduced for the economy. So economy, it just means money. Who hasn't got mute? You need to mute, please. Amul, Amul, please mute. So hard to hear if everybody hasn't got mute. Okay, I'll just mute them. I think we're good. Mute. And there, good. Okay, so does everybody understand what is recession? What does it mean? Do you understand the terminology?
Yes, ma'am. It also means that we can say the state of the economy declines nowadays because of widespread decline in the GDP and employment. Because due to coronavirus conditions and trade lasting from 6 months to a year.
Yes,
Because a lot of yes,
we're going to see
we are
about the
facing a lot of difficulties nowadays. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to look at this index that you were talking about. So today we're all going to practice reading, and every time that there is one new word, you can just put your hand up or say pause, and I will tell you the word, because I don't want you to read this and you don't understand. Okay? You must read and understand with me together. Okay, so
Okay, ma'am.
this is from the Behind the News, which is a news program for children. Okay, it's called the Aussie Recession. In Australia, the short word for Australia is Aussie. So I could say I am an Aussie, or I could say I'm from Oz. The Aussie Recession, it's talking about kind of like a slang word. This Aussie is a slang word. And I think they use it because children would like it, Aussie. Okay, so I would like somebody to read the first sentence about the federal government. How about Roshan? Could you read the
Yes,
first sentence? The federal government?
Yeah, the federal government recently announced that Australia is in a recession mainly
Mm-hmm.
due to the impact of the Black Summer bushfire
Mm-hmm.
crisis, COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay, pause. Okay, so let's go back and check. So the federal government recently announced. So an announcement is like to say something, announce, announce that Australia is in a recession. Okay, probably everywhere is as well, but this is just about my country. Mainly due to the impacts. Does everybody know what impacts means? Actually, could somebody tell me what does impacts mean, this word? Impacts. Anybody? Yashir?
Means effects.
The effects.
Negative effect of something.
Great. Okay, of the Black Summer bushfire. For me, I can tell you about this. It's because remember at the start of this year, Australia had the worst bushfire in history. Remember, and everything was destroyed, all the animals and the forest and the houses and lives. So they call it Black Summer because they are referring to the black trees. Everything turned black. That's why it's a black summer. So it's
Ma'am,
a
I think because due to a recession, because as our topic is, because
yes,
recession, we can say is a period of economic contraction, we can say, and where business sees less demand and begin to lose money. So not as in Australia, There are a
Mhm.
lot of problems in all over the world. Yes, ma'am.
Of course, yes.
Every country is facing a yes.
So the COVID-19 pandemic is a pandemic, and a pandemic means something that's connected to the whole world. But actually,
Yes.
the Black Summer bushfire was unique for Australia. So we first had this problem, and then after that we had the next problem. So in this topic, it's referring to Black Summer bushfire specifically for the big um, catastrophic bushfire that was in Australia, devastating bushfire. Yeah? Do you know these words, catastrophic and devastating? Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah?
No,
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
know.
Okay, who wants to know what devastating means? Devastating is like
Something destructive.
destructive, beyond sad, like worse than sad, like a tragedy. And catastrophic, I'd have to tell you the exact meaning. Does somebody want to Google catastrophic for the dictionary meaning? It means something huge, basically, catastrophic. I can type it for you if you want this word.
It also means destruction.
Yeah,
Destruction.
destruction. Yeah. Okay, so let's have another sentence. Who's going to read my next sentence? What about Hamuda?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Ma'am,
It's
here
the
pandemic
country.
means also long-lasting disease. Pandemic means actually
yes,
pandemic means long-lasting disease. Yes.
yes. Thank you.
Mm,
Okay.
mm. It's the country's first recession in 29 years. So what does that mean?
Great. Okay, so it's the first recession in 29 years. So what does that mean? So we will find out about our recession in a moment. Okay. I think the next slide is telling us about some words. So we'll go there. Oops. Okay, so we have, no, not yet. Okay, so now we're going to start the topic, okay? So, who do I want to read? Let me see. What about, hello, Mohammed Hussein. Would you like to read? Can you read, Mohammed
Hello,
Hussein? Hello. You can read
hello, teacher.
nine letters and 3 syllables. Could you read that one? This sentence?
Let me see.
9 letters?
Yeah, 9 letters, 3 syllables. Say it, and you probably scare the pants of the closet adult.
Okay,
Yep,
good. Pause there.
recession.
Stop. That's it. Great. Thank you. One sentence. Good job. So 9 letters and 3 syllables. So it's referring to the word recession. Recession. That's 3 sounds for one word. This is called a syllable. Okay, a syllable
Ma'am,
is a sound.
yes, here we can say here it's a sound. You're right. We can also say it's a unit of pronunciation,
Mhm.
which at least one vowel is involved. Yeah, we can
Okay,
say.
great. And letters is, in case not if everybody doesn't know, the letters are these like the alphabet. Sorry, Roshan? Oh, all right. Mute. Trying to put everybody on mute. Polycarp, go on mute, please. Okay. Thank you, Mohammed Hussein. Good job. Okay, so what are we doing now? Oh, okay, there's a slang word. Okay, so 9, I'll read it how I'd read it. 9 letters, 3 syllables. Say it and you'll probably scare the pants off the closest adult. What's it talking about when it says scare the pants off the closest adult? What are they going to do to somebody if they're going to scare the pants off? Does anybody know this expression? I will circle it for
No,
you.
ma'am.
Scare the pants off. Okay, Praksha, would you like to tell everybody? Prakash? Hello? Scare the pants off. Do you know the meaning?
No, teacher. No.
Okay, I saw you had a thumb in the sky. I thought you had the meaning. Does anybody know this meaning? Scare the pants off? You can try and guess. It's not a hard one, actually. It's an idiom in English. I don't know. Oh, even Rashan doesn't know this one. Okay, to scare the pants off. So imagine somebody's walking and they have pants and the pants fall off. Do you feel scared? Everybody can see you? Yes? Are you
We can say it's frightened. Scare means frightened.
are you
Frightened. We worried.
yeah,
Frightened.
like are you
Scare the
embarrassed?
pants off mean we can say frightened or we are afraid of something.
Yes, to be afraid. So if I'm walking on the street and my pants fall off, oh my goodness, I feel scared. I feel embarrassed. Okay? So this means to scare the pants off means that the word recession, because it's talking about 9 letters and 3 syllables, it's talking about the word recession is going to scare the pants off everybody. They feel scared. Do you understand me now? It's an idiom. Do you understand? Yeah?
Honestly, I am a little bit confused.
Yes, I can see a lot of blank faces because this is advanced English. Today I chose a very tricky topic. Okay, I am reading a passage from the news. It is hard. Okay, and I can see a lot of people looking at me like they don't know. So let me make a sentence. Okay, to scare the pants off. Okay, it just means to feel scared. Okay, so if I am about to go surfing and I have a wave, I could feel like I scare the pants off myself because I feel so scared. The wave is so big. So the recession is scary. Many people are scared because of a recession. Okay, so this they the pants, they have the scared pants, scare the pants off. Is it too hard, this lesson? If it's too hard, we can
No,
just do talking. It's okay. If it's too hard, I can change it. Now everybody
no.
understands scare the pants off. Okay, so Rashan, when did you feel in your life that you had your pants scared off?
Uh, when if I see tiger in front of me while visiting a jungle, at that time I can feel
Yes,
the pants off.
yes, yes. You got scared because you saw a tiger. Yes? Okay, good. So I'm going to clear this chat so you can see that. That's the expression there, scare the pants. And I'm just going to clear it so you can see it better. This is the expression, to scare the pants off. Okay? It's like a verb, to scare the pants off somebody or something. Hi, Emery. Nice to meet you. How are you? Are you good? Yes? Okay, there will be one more expression in a moment, which is to be thrown around. We will look at this one in a moment, okay? So back to our tricky topic. Oh, we
I will
finished.
make a sentence if you give me
Yes,
permission.
yes, go for it.
I
Yes,
think yes, the scare the pants off. It means
yes,
that when you are afraid of something, they should be planning for what happens if there is no deal, not scaring the pants off each other.
yes. Okay, so when you don't feel scared, yeah?
Yes,
Okay,
thank you.
that's okay. So we have up to scare the pants off. Okay, so I need somebody else to read. Emre, would you like to read? Can you read in English? How is your English, Emre? Good or maybe not? No. Okay, KM, can you read? It says yep. Can you see that
I
one?
want to read also.
You can all have a turn. Yes. Okay, Omrul, you can be next. Okay, first KM and then Omrul. Okay? Let's do it like that. Okay, so
Okay.
next is KM. It says yep. KM? Hello, KM? Okay, don't worry. Are you there, KM, or no? If no, I ask Omril. Okay, Omril, could you have a turn? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so it says, yep, recession. We're up to here. Do you
Where
want
are
me-
you?
Can you see my red pen? It says, yep, recession. Can you see on the
Yep.
screen? Yep.
Yep. Yes, I see.
Okay, great.
Yep, recession. It's a word that's been thrown around a lot lately.
Good.
But what does it actually mean and why is it so scary? To help
Okay.
us understand, let's meet Wendy.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. You did really well with that. Okay, so there's another idiom here, which is this one. Be thrown around. Okay, so you can think of throwing.
Yes.
When you throw a ball, it's like this, yeah, to throw. So when you throw around a word, it's talking about throwing around the word recession. It means it's common. Everybody is throwing and catching the word and talking about it. Do you understand me now? To be thrown around. So another thing to be thrown around, like maybe somebody's having a birthday party and everybody's talking about the party. So the word party is being thrown around the village because everybody is talking about this word. Do you understand me, everybody? Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, great. I just don't want everybody to not feel like it. Okay, so, but what does it actually mean and why is it so scary? To help us understand, let's meet Wendy. Okay, let's go and meet Wendy and see what Wendy's going to tell us about recession. Okay, here we go. So they were our
Yes.
words. Thank you, Ahmed. You can copy these later when you see the recording. Scare the pants off and be thrown around. Okay, all right, here we go.
Yes.
Prakash. Hello, Prakash. Do you want to have a turn? You have your hand up? Okay, it says that's kinda. Who's going to help me with this one? Emery, do you want to have a turn? Emery? Ramilio?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Your turn.
Where can I start?
At the
Alright.
top of this paper. See, it says that's kinda.
That's kind of how the whole economy works. Everyone relies on everyone else, and when things are good in one area, where can I stop?
No, after the comma. So this means pause, and then you keep reading till you see the dot, the full stop. They tend.
Tend to be good in others.
Great, thank
To
you.
be good in others.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're welcome.
so this word kinda is a expression like a slang word. It means kind of. Okay? Kinda. It's like maybe not even a real word, but in Australia, some people might say kinda, like as if they're talking, but it actually means kind of. Okay? So it's kind of
Yes.
how the whole.
Yes, you already said it's a slang word. Nowadays, people are using like wanna to replace of want to, wanna,
Yes.
kinda, this kind of
Yes.
words. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So that's kind of how the whole economy works. Everyone relies on everyone. What does that mean? Who can tell me this? Everyone relies on everyone. What does relies mean? Anybody can help the class? Relies.
We are
Relies
social.
mean depends.
We are social.
Everyone
We
depends
can't live
on.
alone.
One at a time, one at a time. Who is it speaking?
Means everyone depends upon everyone else.
Depends. Okay, great. So everybody depends. Okay, so if you don't know this
Ma'am,
word
it's mean
rely,
trust. It means trust where we can say trust.
trusting
Trust
each
where
other.
or
Yes,
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 trusting it.
yes. Okay, to trust each other. So everybody trusts everyone. And when things are good in one area, they tend. What does this word tend mean? Anybody? Tend to be good in others. Tend.
Yeah,
Yes?
I know.
What does it mean?
Tends mean like, yeah, like something that you uh, care about. For example,
Mm-hmm.
I tend about football means like I have some feeling.
Yeah, care. We
To
can say
care.
care, careful, care. Yes.
Yes, they care to. Yes. So in English, oh, sorry. In English, we don't actually say I care. Sorry, go on mute, please, everybody. It's really hard to hear if you're not on mute. Somebody's really loud. Oh, Neil, I think it is. Yeah, so I wouldn't say in English I tend about football. I would say I care about football, but you could tend about a person, or they could have a quality, like something about their character that you like. Okay, so they tend to be good in others. Okay, so if one person is good, it means other people are good. Is everybody still with me? Okay, so now
Yes,
we're going
ma'am.
to read
Yes.
up to here about things. Let me see who didn't read anything yet. What about Yashir? Yashir, do you want to read about things?
Yes, ma'am.
About
But
things?
things
Aren't?
aren't always good, and pretty quickly, Wendy's customers can stop coming in from a trim.
Okay, pause there. Yashir, do you know what a trim is? If it says a trim, what are they talking
No,
about?
ma'am, I don't know its meaning.
Okay, so Wendy is a hairdresser. We don't know that yet because I didn't show you a picture. She's a hairdresser. So to go for a trim means you get a little cut, just a small,
O-
small cut from your hair, not a big one. Trim. So if you ever go to a hairdresser, you can ask for a trim. Okay?
Okay, ma'am, got it.
Yeah, okay. So, but things aren't good, and pretty quickly, Wendy's customers stop coming in for a trim. Why would her customers stop coming in to the shop if it's a recession? Why do you think that? Anybody?
Probably they would not have a money.
Yes, because the economy is bad at this moment. Yes? Yes. Okay. So, what
Ma'am,
about
I think this line means Wendy's customers can stop coming in for a team. It means that things are not in good appearance, and Wendy's customers can stop. So that's why Wendy's customers are stopped because things are not inappropriate.
yes, things and because of the economy, things are not
Again,
going well. Have
yes.
I missed? Just checking, I didn't miss. No, I didn't. Okay, so let's see who is next. What about polycarpe? Would you like to read this line? This means polycarpe. This means Wendy.
Yeah, can I read?
Yeah, sure.
This means Wendy earns less money and can't afford to splurge on the
Yes,
other business, meaning they have less money too.
businesses. Okay, off mute. Okay, good. We say businesses.
Yeah,
Great. Keep going. So on other businesses, meaning they.
they have less money too.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Great. So this means Wendy earns less money and can't afford to splurge. Who knows what it means to
Yes,
splurge
ma'am.
on
It's mean
something?
to spend a lot of we can it means to spend a lot of money. The people who spend a lot of money called sponge. I think so.
Splurge. Yes, splurge. So if
It's a
you
slang word. It's a slang word.
yes, yes. So splurge is if you spend money that you don't need. So maybe if I buy some bananas, I am not splurging. I need my bananas. But if I go and I buy 3 cars and I don't need 3 cars, I am splurging, right? I am buying it because I want it, but I don't need 3 cars. Okay, so This means Wendy earns less money and can't afford to splurge. So she can't afford to waste her money on other businesses. She's only going to buy the things she needs. She's not going to go and spend her money on other things, which means that other businesses also get less money because she can't help them anymore and they can't help her. Do you understand? Yeah? A little bit?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can understand clearly.
All right, splurge. I'm going to get everybody to tell me something. If you had money, if you were rich, tell me something you want to splurge on. Okay? So, Mohammed Sharus, if you could splurge on something, what would you choose?
Yes, ma'am. Basically, I'm not spending a lot of money. I'm spending a money with my own needs.
Yes.
Yeah, you can say I'm spending a little bit money. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, but this is a fantasy. We will pretend everybody is rich and everybody can splurge, okay? What do we want to buy? Let's have some fun.
Limousine.
Okay,
First,
great.
limousine car.
Okay, splurge. Okay, what about you, Rashan? What will you splurge on? Oh, you're on mute.
If I had
We
more,
are not like Bill Gates. We are not like Bill Gates.
That's okay. So, Rashan?
yeah, if I had more or enough money, I would like to buy
Splurge.
a new laptop for you.
Splurge. You got to say the word splurge.
Ushan.
Great. Okay.
Amazing.
Mohammed Hussein, what would you splurge on?
I will splurge on a big car, a fantastic car.
Great. Sounds fun. Okay, what about KM? What will you splurge on? You're on mute. Oh, yeah, great.
I want to splurge on a camera.
Great.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, to take photo when we travel to other places.
Good. Sounds like a great idea. Somebody is not on mute. I don't know who is it. Hamuda, what would you splurge on?
I like lot. See, maybe I splurge ship.
A
Big
boat?
ship.
A
Yeah.
big boat? Okay,
A
wow.
big boat. Yeah.
A ship would be
I
really, really expensive. Maybe a boat.
have small boat. I have small boat.
Ah,
I
okay.
need a big.
Okay,
That's big.
that's
Yeah.
big. Okay, you can splurge on a ship. Great. What
Yeah.
about Emery? Emery, hello, Emery. Emery? Okay, what about Praksha? Praksha? What would you
No,
splurge on?
Prakash. Ma'am, am I audible?
Your turn. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I splurge my money on car. I would like to buy a car.
Great. Good. I hope it can be real for everybody. Okay, what about Amul? Amul, what will you splurge on?
What?
If you could spend money, if you were rich and you want to splurge your money, we are looking at this word splurge. What would you buy for fun? For something fun?
I will spend my money to buy more dress
Aeroplane.
to give to my parents. And I will splurge.
She bought aeroplane
What
for
the
you.
what's the meaning?
To splurge?
What is the meaning of to splurge?
So we were just
To
reading
splurge.
to splurge, it means to spend money unnecessarily. So somebody who is
Okay.
rich, they can splurge their money. They can waste their money because it's not a necessity. So we were playing a game like if you have money and you're rich, what would you splurge on? See?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
So hi Sam Khan. We are talking about if you have any money in the world, what do you want to buy?
I will buy a home for me and my family.
Okay,
That's
great.
Yeah, ma'am,
So
I'm so sorry I'm late.
that's okay, no problem. I was late too. My computer was not good today. Thank you, Samkan. Okay, so splurge. Has everybody had a turn of splurge already?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Turns. Yes, his turn.
Oh, Yashir's turn. Okay, Yashir. Did you have a turn, Yashir? And
I would like to splurge on buying accessories for my bike.
okay. I think that could be a necessity, maybe. I think you maybe need that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, if I have a money, I would like to buy aeroplane for you.
Wow, thank you. That's fun. Can go
Welcome,
everywhere.
welcome.
I can get back to my country. I'm stuck at the moment, so that
Yes,
could be
yes.
fun.
That's why I can buy an aeroplane.
I want
So
to
that
go to.
Go, Amu. Your turn, Amu.
Yes,
What would you buy? What would you splurge your money
I
on?
want to go in. I will buy ticket, and I want to go in Australia.
Okay, great. You can come and visit. Thank you. Anybody
Yes,
else? What
I
about
will visit you, ma'am.
Emre? Hello, Emre. What would you splurge your money on? Do you understand me, Emre? I don't hear you because you are on mute. Do you want to have a turn?
Yeah, hello.
Hi. To splurge, to spend a lot of money. If you were rich, what would you buy?
I'll spend it. I'd like to join different countries.
Could you say it again? I couldn't hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, Omrel's needs to go on mute. Omrel, please go back on mute. Okay, Emre, yes?
Hello. I'd like to travel different countries and hope to see you guys. I'm sorry, I'm on duty.
That's okay. You can just listen. And I can't hear you so well today. I'm sorry. It's a little bit tricky for me to hear, but you can listen, no problem. Okay? All right. So we'll go to the next slide. Okay, so we're back to reading again. Okay, so how about we have...
Sorry, teacher.
Yes.
Teacher.
Yes, Hamuda?
This verb to splurge.
Yes.
The question is, what would you to splurge on? The answer, I splurge on, for example, buy. How can make the
Yes,
answer?
okay. So what, not to...
I splurge on.
Yes, so you say, what would you splurge on? We don't need to say to splurge. What would you splurge on? I would splurge on a new car.
A new car.
I would splurge on... Do you want me to type it in the chat box? On. I'll type it in the chat box for everybody, okay? If I can get my pen. Where is it? Oh, nope, that's not it. Hello. Where's the pen? Oh dear. The chat. Here we go. Okay, so we do... Okay, what? I'll just type it so everybody can see. What would you splurge on? Oh dear. Yeah, somebody's helping me write it there. Splurge. S-P-L-U-R-G.
I can see.
Splurge on. You can't see. It's in the chat box. You'll see the chat box in a moment. What would you splurge on? I would splurge on. Okay, so to splurge on. I would splurge on a new car. I would splurge on a bicycle or whatever. Yeah?
Can I say I would you I would. You
I,
splurge on buying, not on buying your car.
yes, what would you splurge on? You don't need to say buying because this word splurge, we already know it means to buy something. So you don't need to say to buy. Maybe if your friend doesn't speak English, you could say to buy. But if you are speaking with a native, they will understand you. Splurge is to buy. So you don't need to say to buy.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so
Understand?
much. Thank you
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much.
That's okay. Okay.
Bye.
All right. So let's have great. Roshan, could you read the first sentence, please? If it happens.
If it happens across an entire country, then the economy can go backward as something is called the gross domestic product or
Are
GDP.
you kidding?
Yes. Okay, great. Thank you. So if it happens across an entire country, so this word entire means the whole country. Okay, so if it happens in a whole country, then the economy, so the economy is like the money of the country's money can go backwards. So to go backwards is an expression, to go backwards in life. So if I am doing really good with my studies, for example, and then one day I get so tired and bored and I don't study anymore, I go backwards because I stopped. I am going this way. I am not making progress forward. Forward is this way, backward is this way. So back in time, backwards. You know the back? Your back is here, it's behind you. Your back is behind you. So the word back means behind. So to go backwards in time or to go backwards in life. So for example, let me think of something. Maybe somebody drinks too much alcohol. Okay, their life is going backwards because they are not improving. You see?
Yeah.
Like that. Rashan, do you want to try an example of going backwards?
May I try?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
It means, ma'am, his efforts are going useless because he is backward.
Kind of. Kind of. Does somebody else want to try? To go backwards in life? So this,
Because
okay.
of COVID, because of COVID, our country's economy is going backward.
Yes, exactly. Because of COVID. Yes. It's not going forward. Nobody is making money. It's going backwards. Okay. What about in your life? Was there a time in your life you felt like you were going backwards? Maybe you wanted to go forwards. You try so hard, but you still feel like you were going backwards. Does anybody have a time like this? Like, I can give another example. Like, okay, so I'm at my job and I work really hard at my job, and I try my best every day. But then one day the boss says, "Oh, you did something I don't like." And now I feel like I'm going backwards. I am trying my best to go forwards. I want to be good, but now I feel like I'm going backwards because it wasn't what I wanted. Do you see? Did that help you? Is everybody confused?
No.
Okay, go, Roshan.
Because of my level of English, I feel I'm going backward.
Okay. You are not. I think everybody who has come to my class or this class or any class is going
No,
forwards
just
because
I
you are
said
all here to learn. So it's not backwards. You can't go backwards with this. Yeah? Okay. So now we have the next sentence, the GED This is confusing for me as well, okay? Gross domestic product. This terminology for me is very confusing. So if you feel confused with this, it's okay. It's basically just an expression that talks about if you have more than 6 months of bad times in your country with the money, that everything goes backwards. It gets worse, okay? Right. So the GDP, who wants to read about the GDP? Who hasn't had a turn for a while? What about PN? Do you want to read? PN? Maybe not. Okay.
Me?
Yes. Hello, PN.
You mean Cam?
No, I meant PN, but okay, KM, you can have a turn.
Ma'am,
The
I will read.
Okay, the GDP.
Okay, the GDP is basically the total value of all of a country's goods and services, from iron ore to haircut, produced over a certain amount of time.
Great. Okay, so the GDP is basically the total value of all of a country's goods and services. So that is referring to products of a country. So it could be iron ore, which is what it's talking about here. Iron ore is from the ground, like the factories, the minerals in the ground, or haircuts is a service. I'll show you a picture. Hang on, this will help you. The next page. Where am I? Here, so this is the iron ore. Do you see? This is the iron ore here, the factory. So it's talking about a product of Australia is iron. A service of Australia could be like me, I'm a teacher, or the hairdresser, she's a service of Australia. Do you see? Product and service. Okay, we'll go to the next picture. So it's usually, let me see, Hamuda, do you want to read? Hamuda?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just try and clear it so you can see it a little bit better. It's
Okay.
usually, okay, there we go. It's usually published.
It's usually published very 3 months or every quarter, and if it declines for 2 quarters in a row, then it's called a recession.
Yes.
Recession.
Great. So that's a quarter here. You can see is this 1 quarter. So 1 quarter of 1 year is 3 months. So 2 quarters of a year is 6 months. Okay. So if there is a problem for 6 months, it is called a recession. So in my country now, the problem has been 6 months. So it is called a recession. Okay. And it says, and that's what's happening in Australia right now. This word declines. It means the same as going backwards. It means to get less. Okay? To get less. Declines. All right. So we have our words here. Somebody has a wind. I'm not sure who is it. There we go. So we have declines, which means to get less. Quarter, which is 3 months of the year.
6 months, total 6 months.
Yeah, so 2 lots of quarters. So it should be half a year. And the economy goes backwards is, we talked about something going backwards. Does anybody have an example of something in their life going backwards that they want to share? What has happened to you? You felt like you were going backwards. Is this hard? Nobody sharing?
Okay, please give me one example first, please.
To go backwards. Okay, so I feel like sometimes when I'm trying my hardest and I put in all the effort that I can, and then something breaks, For example, this morning, my computer, I tried my best. I made all the slides. Then I put everything ready. And then I try to log in and the computer crashes. And now I feel like I'm going backwards. I want to go forwards. I want to be with you, but I'm going backwards because I have to fix my computer and I feel disappointed. Do you see? You want to try?
So gold backward mean decreased,
Yes.
decreased.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
To
Okay,
put
thank you.
something behind you or to be decreased. It
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
from the word your back. Your back is behind you, backwards.
Can I give you example?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I used to visit I used to visit my extended family, but nowadays it goes backwards.
Yes. You feel like you're going backwards because you didn't see them. Is that right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to go this one a little bit faster because now I am afraid my computer, the battery will die and I am outside. So I'm going to read it a little bit faster, okay? Recessions can happen for lots of different reasons. There could be a stock market crash, okay? So that means down, okay? Interest rates, so the money up, increase. Or people could just get worried about the future and not want to spend a lot of money. People are still trying to pin down. This is an idiom, to pin down. The exact cause. Okay, so if you want to pin down, think of a little pin, you know, a spike, a sharp pin, and it goes pin like this. So they want to find one reason, like one pin, the reason that it will happen. The exact cause is the reason, okay, of our last recession, which happened nearly 30 years ago. Okay, so to pin down. All right, sorry I'm going a little bit faster now. I just want to make sure that you can see it all later on the recording as well, because I am afraid that my computer is going backwards in time today. So we have to pin down, stock market crash, and interest rates. Okay, so to pin down. So it means to find something exactly like a pin, like this. Okay, so I want to pin down the reason why COVID-19 even happened. Okay, I need to find with a point why. Okay, to pin down. Okay, the final bit, but this time it's pretty clear cut. Josh Frydenberg, treasurer, flood, fire, drought, and now the coronavirus pandemic. All of these are the reasons why there was a recession, or there is a recession in Australia. So if I want to pin down the reason for the recession, I can pin down the reason to 4 things: a flood, a fire, a drought, and a pandemic.
Ma'am, war is also include war, countries war.
Which one?
You said there are 4 things that include, 5 is also include war
War.
between 2 countries.
Okay, yes, it's not on my slides
Famine.
here, but yes.
Yes, ma'am. Famine is also include.
Okay.
Famine, poverty. These are the things which I have read, in economy.
Yes, yes, I understand. Okay, so this topic was very, very difficult. Do you think it was difficult today? Yes?
Yes, because it is related to economy, economics, and that's why it is a pretty bit difficult for us.
Yes, yes, but I decided to teach you something different. We have a couple of minutes before my slide or my battery on my computer will die. Did anybody want to say a question or something about the lesson? Bye, Emre. Do you understand Hamuda?
Yeah.
Great. Roshan, understand everything?
Okay, man. Bye. Take care.
Okay, well, thank you then, students. I
Thank
hope
you.
you could understand it all, and maybe next time we can do more talking. Today was more reading, okay? Yeah?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much
everyone.
for this
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
See you,
Yeah.
everybody.
Bye.
So good to see you all.
Bye. See you.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.